I know there were a number of students and families who weren't able to join us for our college welcome webinar on May 10, and so we wanted to share a quick recap with you. We're so excited to welcome you all to the University of Chicago. Our primary goal for this webinar was to give everyone a preview of what to expect during orientation, including some key dates to be aware of, and importantly, to make sure you know where to go if you need additional assistance through the process and through the summer. However, we were also excited to be joined by a few students on the 10th. They shared some of their experiences and answered questions that come up a lot. Relating to housing, they highlighted how important friends made in your residential life houses will be. They also talked about how students found activities that were right for them. The first week of classes, there'll be a student activities fair on the main quads where hundreds of registered student organizations, or RSOs, will be on hand with information for how to get involved. We also heard from a transfer student about how they found community here at UChicago. All of our student guests to the webinar encourage students not to be afraid to ask questions, to carve out space to explore and try new things both in and outside of the classroom, and to take time during your first year to just really enjoy it. My team in the college is always looking for ways to enhance the student experience, both in and outside of the classroom. For you, we're excited about a few things and just to provide a few updates. So, Haven, you might have heard of Haven. You'll be the second class to experience Haven during orientation. This is a game that was created by UChicago scholars, including some of our students, to help orient new students to the college, to the core curriculum, the university's life on campus, and to the Chicago principles of free expression. On our majors and minors, if you're already thinking about, what you want to major in and do as you become a more senior student in the college, we'll be launching a few fields you can explore in the fall. We are launching a new major and minor in climate and sustainable growth, as well as a new major and minor in archaeology. We have also are starting minors in entrepreneurship and on Haitian and Creole studies. We're very excited about all of them. A last thing I wanted to mention is, as an update, is research. We have been working really hard to increase opportunities for students to do research on campus with our incredible faculty and other academics here. Every day, undergrads engage in diverse research activities and intellectual production, across campus in the arts and the sciences, all over the place. We've been working to connect more students into these experiences and adding additional funds. So if you're looking for these types of opportunities, when you get here, there should be plenty available. And if you can't find them, come to me and I'll help you. This is all in addition to the sports, wonderful athletics and teams, the student organizations or RSOs I mentioned, all the sorts of things and events on campus you have opportunities to experience in the college. So we're really excited to have you here taking part in them. So, but first, we need to get you here. So you should have received a welcome email and also an email from Housing and Residence Life. And you'll continue to receive more messages from our team who organizes orientation about that process. We did hear from people on Saturday who hadn't received emails. They should be coming to your new UChicago email address. So here are some instructions if you still need to set that up or aren't receiving emails. Now, to help talk through all things orientation, I'd like to introduce you to our Dean of Students, or as he says, the Dean for Students, Phil Ventacinque.
Hi, I'm not only the Dean for Students, as Melina said, but I'm also an alum of the college, which as of right now, I'm proud to say, makes me a rising 29th year in the college. People often ask what the Dean of Students does and how we work across all our offices to help support you along your way. And I like to say that we are advocates, connectors, and guides. And we do it in multiple places within the college and beyond. We do it, for instance, at academic advising, through our new care and support team, the Center for College Student Success, and with the help of the College Programming and Orientation team, a group that you're going to be getting to know pretty well over the next few months. They're the team that's going to be helping offer you all the guidance you need as you go through orientation. And that's what I'm going to outline here. Orientation, it comes in two phases. And phase one has already begun. You should have already started receiving welcome emails, as Melina pointed out, and a list of urgent to-dos, including creating your CNET ID so you can access your email. You should also be receiving this. This is last year's, but you should be getting the new updated 2025 orientation guide. It's a high-level overview, but it also has a to-do list and so many other resources for you to have on hand. Um, we hear time and time again from students and families that it's one of the most valuable resources that you're going to have. And it's also available online. So I encourage you to keep keep the hard copy and refer back to the website often throughout the summer. Now, phase one is a series of online sessions that we held over the summer before you arrive. They're designed to get you prepared and more familiar with UChicago. Instead of giving you all the material all at once, we roll it out thematically over time. What are you going to get? You're going to get emails with important updates, as well as reminders for upcoming deadlines and tasks. You're going to log into your UChicago email account to access this information. Families, you're going to be getting your own newsletters too, with updates and information about preparing to join the college community. You also get an email when each orientation online module is launched, and we will complete them throughout the summer and into your first quarter. Each module will cover a different topic, from college academics to student wellness, living on campus, and so much more. The first module launches on May 27th, and I know I'll see you at least a couple times during those myself. We'll also host multiple webinars featuring campus partners throughout the summer that align with the learning modules. Another thing that I'm really excited that we offer is you're going to be connected with a UChicago peer mentor. They're going to send you a welcome letter in mid-June, and I encourage you to take part in the group calls and the virtual meetings prior to your meeting with your peer mentor in person during orientation week. Another thing I'm excited about, you're also going to be receiving your assigned academic advisor probably by the middle of July. Now, your advisor is going to be the person that will help you explore your academic interests, plan a program of study, think about degree completion, and assist you in selecting your courses for autumn quarter. And they'll do it now and for the rest of your time here. And they're going to provide you specifically some support as you transition to the college this fall. If you have any advising related questions prior to your arrival, take heart. You can reach out to us now. You can contact the college advising office and someone will get back to you. And you can always email me too, and we'll make sure that you get answers to your questions. Now, phase two, autumn quarter. It begins on Monday, September 29th this year. And I'm not going to lie, as I always say, it's going to feel late when a lot of your friends have already left and in fact are well into their semester. However, we have a number of pre-orientation activities as well as O Week itself that's going to get you here to campus a little sooner. Now, as Melina said, you should have received an email from Housing and Residence Life this past week with details on how to apply for housing. You also should have gotten an email from me not too long ago that had some details about pre-orientation and applying for those programs, and I encourage you to take a look at that. Now, incoming students will move to campus on Tuesday, September 23rd. Now, a note, we recognize that move-in falls over Rosh Hashanah this year. There will be early move-in accommodations for students who are observing the holiday. Information will be available on the orientation and college websites. Students can move in as early as Sunday the 21st, and you can request those arrangements by emailing housing@uchicago.edu. We're also going to promote and support the programming put forth from Spiritual Life for students and families who wish to observe. Now, O Week proper officially kicks off on Wednesday, and that includes programming focused on life at UChicago, signature events like the Aims of Education Address, and the annual Glow Party, as well as all sorts of optional and late night programs to learn more about UChicago and the city and start building your community here. We'll have things for families to do as well, the Orientation Resource Fair and open house events on Tuesday, as well as opening convocation and the family reception on Wednesday. These are amazing events, and I can't wait to see you there. But even better than hearing me share information about orientation is hearing from an actual student who will be part of the O Week experience this fall. Emnet Jabrila is going to give us a student perspective on the activities now.
Hi, my name is Emma Jabrila, and I'm a third-year biology major on the pre-med track here at the college. I'm one of the orientation student directors with the College Programming Office, or the CPO for short. I'm also one of the senior editors for Pulse Magazine, and I'm the financial secretary for NCNW, which is one of the identity-based affinity groups here on campus. I was a first year myself not too long ago. Orientation was actually one of the most fun experiences of my life. And as you may know, orientation begins right now. You'll start to receive emails and online modules this month. And in June, you'll receive your peer mentor who can assist you over the next few months in answering questions, helping with your orientation to-do list, and hosting virtual meetups for you to meet other incoming students. When you arrive on campus in September for a week, you'll begin by moving things into your dorm. Over the course of the following couple of days, you'll be able to do a bunch of fun stuff, including taking a tour of campus with your peer mentor, who'll show you all the best spots on campus, getting your student ID, your CTA pass, and a bunch of other class of 2029 freebies that you'll be able to wear around campus. You'll also walk in the convocation procession, take a class photo, and enjoy signature nightly events and a lot more. You can expect to see a lot of friendly faces. Everyone is looking to meet a bunch of new people and find their group. So don't worry if you don't know anyone just yet. That's what orientation week is for. Give yourself some grace and introduce yourself to someone new. Be sure to read your emails, download the orientation app, and ask your peer mentor if you have any questions during a week. My personal favorite part of orientation were the signature theme parties thrown by the different offices around campus. My personal favorite was Reynolds Party. There are always tons of fun games like life-size checkers and arcade games. Last orientation week, there was even karaoke with a live band, and I know a lot of people said they felt like rock stars after participating in that. There are a ton of opportunities to get keepsakes that you can hold on to for a very long time. My first year roommate, who's still one of my good friends to this day, and I got a bunch of strips of photo booth photos and even got a caricature drawn for us by a caricature artist. I still keep the drawing to this day. Another thing I really enjoyed was getting to meet my peer mentor in person during O Week. I emailed her with any questions that I had throughout the summer and even had the chance to hop on a Zoom call to socialize with her and other incoming students. My peer mentor and I still talk, and even though she graduated last year, so that shows the strength of the bonds formed during O Week. A few things that I wish I had known before orientation week is not to overpack. I brought a ton of items that I didn't even really end up using. So definitely ask upperclassmen or your peer mentor for recommendations on what to bring and what can be left at home. Check out the packing list published by Housing and Residence Life for guidance. Another piece of advice that I'd offer as you prepare over the summer is lean on your peer mentor as much as possible. They were in your position not too long ago, so they can offer advice on classes, professors, and the best study spots on campus. If you have any remaining questions about orientation, you can always reach out to College Programming and Orientation Office. You can visit our website at orientation.uchicago.edu. Congrats, and see you all in the fall.
Thank you, Emnet. Now, after orientation, the fun really starts. And as I've been saying for years, I like to think that the college is where fun comes to thrive. And yes, there's going to be a little bit of work too. But more importantly, it's the kind of work that comes with making this place your home, both intellectually and socially, and building and participating in the discursive communities that will be the cornerstone of your time here. You're going to do it in your houses and residence halls. You're going to do it in your humanities core classes, in your calculus courses, chemistry and physics, language courses, and so much more during your first year, where instructors will push you to ask new questions and see even familiar topics in new lights. You're going to do it in RSOs and intramurals, where you'll also try new ideas, meet new people, and hopefully get out of your comfort zone in all these different ways. Another thing I've come to say is if you're doing this place right, you're getting out of your comfort zone because that's where the magic happens. It's also where those of us across the college and the university will be there to meet you. Academic advisors, career advisors, RSO advisors, instructors, TAs, faculty members, resident heads, resident deans, the folks of the CPO, the college care team, and the rest of us across the Dean of Students office and all across the college. As you start your undergraduate journey, know that the college believes in each and every one of you and is committed to your success, and we will support your progress all along the way. We care deeply that you learn and you grow, but it's just as important that you are able to be well and thrive as a person, not just as a learner. Please never hesitate to reach out for help. My team and the offices across the university are here to support you and help you make the most out of this amazing experience.
Well, Phil and I have talked about a lot, and I hope the main thing you've taken away is that our team in the college is not only here to help you succeed academically and get you started well, but also have you have the supports you need to be well and thrive as a person. as well as a learner. So we have a lot of resources. You've heard many of them from Phil, and you'll see more when you get here. Know that you can go online and see a lot of this, get a full list of the things Phil has talked about, plus in the site Navigating the College on the college's homepage. So there are no shortage of opportunities to get involved, follow your passions and your curiosity, discover new interests, learn deeply. Through it all, again, we're committed to your success and we'll be here to support you and cheer your progress along the way. So, again, congratulations. I know a lot of you are wrapping up high school graduation activities. Congratulations and enjoy them, and everyone enjoy your summers. We can't wait to have you here on campus with us in the fall. So, have a wonderful day. Thank you.